season as an actor has different challenges to play, you know, and sometimes when you have less to do, it's more challenging. So it wasn't, you know, necessarily more challenging, but it was much more. It was fun, you know, and a lot more entertaining. But yeah, there was some really intense stuff this year, and I'm not sure how people are going to react to it. William Shatner was our guest star on the first episode of season 3 of Rookie Blue. It was sort of a very special moment for, I think, most of the actors, myself in particular, because in the show he punches me in the face. So I got to fight with Captain Kirk, which is, you know, kind of one of those moments. And actually in that scene, he's quite, you know, he's older. He's like in his, you know, mid-70s, early 80s, but tough. One of the toughest guys I've ever met, and he almost actually got me. I felt the hairs of his knuckles on one of the takes. So I got to direct episode 311 this year. That's something that I've been wanting to do for as long as I can remember, and I finally, David Wellington and Alana Frank kind of took me under their wing and gave me this opportunity. It went really, really well, and it was the most stressful thing I've ever done, but I loved every second of it. He's been phenomenal. Yeah, Peter Mooney plays a character named Nick Collins, who joins us for the 3rd season, and it's crazy. Everybody keeps asking me, and I keep forgetting that he's new because he sort of fit in so well. He just feels like he's been here the whole time. So his character comes with a sort of a military background, and he's a very, very, very good cop. So I think he forces Dov and Chris to elevate their game a little bit. But and also as an actor, Peter's so good. So it's great. He's just sort of up the ante. I think most of the actors on Rookie Blue are pretty good and pretty active on Twitter. So it's cool. It's nice to see you know, people kind of getting involved and appreciating the show. It's when I did a previous show, Everwood, none of that existed. So you kind of just did the show, and you know, you'd run into people every once in a while on the street, and they'd be like, "Hey, I liked it," but there was no sort of two-way feedback loop. So it's nice to be able to interact with people and hear what they think of the show and stuff like that. For Dov, you know, you meet him in season 1, his first day on the force. It's something that he's been looking forward to and wanted to do for literally his entire life. And one of the things that, you know, he always wanted was to, you know, drive fast and, you know, shoot guns and, you know, all that kind of stuff that you see in action movies that has to do with cops. And this year he gets, you know, he's sort of confronted with, you know, the reality behind, you know, the action. And you know, it's pretty crazy what happens to him.